fan that said white line. The white line is actually a Zulu Nation prophecy that states that the white lines always come back when humanity is facing great periods of distress, great disaster, and great change and transformation. So they come back to help or assist humanity with whatever is going on, right? Which with whatever is going on, so they can shift over properly to the new age if they listen to their guidance and survival instincts, right? Their spiritual guidance and survival instincts. The third thing is the deer omens. The deer were basically the guys in the movie, and they was all doing what? Pointing to what? The house on the hill. The house on the hill was basically uh the crown chakra. See what I'm saying? The crown chakra. And inside the house was a red hallway and a red door, which is basically your and there was a bunker there. The bunker and all that just represents your universal consciousness balanced out with your survival instincts. If you did everything right, prepared, and did whatever you need to do, you'll be able to, ride this destruction out, basically. This collapse out, this fallout out, right? They mentioned the cabal, which is a shadowy group of beings who run the world, which we all know about. Also, they showed you the AI electric cars, which is why they raised gas prices. They trying to bring in the electric cars as they were used as a weapon. They were hacked and used as a weapon to clog all freeways, so you couldn't get out, as they showed you for New York City, right? Next, you had uh Ali's 3-step program to destabilize a country, which is the premise of the whole movie. You had the first level, which is isolation, paralyzing people by taking away their ability to travel, their ability to uh, uh, move, their cut off their communications. Basically, a military operation. Isolation tactics / isolation magic, which is what you've been seeing in the world anyway. Next, it leads to the next event, which was synchronized chaos. Basically, because you have no true enemy or you can't see your true enemy, you turn on each other via infight. You see what I'm saying? And they make the situation worse with covert attacks using advanced technologies and misinformation and disinformation. So they basically telling you that the chaos created on our land is basically what planned, right? Planned. Oh yeah, they know what they doing. Next is the coup d'etat / anarchy. That was stage 3 / civil war. Infighting, well, civil war, should I say? Civil war is nothing but infighting taken to its extreme. And so they, in essence, like Ali said, they in essence want you to take yourselves out. But here's the key: the country or the nation has to be dysfunctional enough to want to war with each other on all levels. What they doing to society right now? They destabilizing it on all levels. They raising food prices. They raising gas prices. They creating fake gas shortages and raising the utility bills and creating food shortages and whatever else they can do to destabilize the country. They bringing in Notice they bringing in more immigrants to fill back up the country while the locals suffer in silence. Right? The locals suffer in silence. This is all planned. This is all planned. They want to isolate the locals because they know the locals know what's actually going on in America. But the immigrants don't know what's going on in America because they not from here. Right? They not from here. So they gonna do whatever the U.S. government says, even even if it's basically them taking a gun and shooting themselves in the head with it once this shit fall apart. Feel me? So, but you isolate the locals. Why do you isolate the locals? You want to isolate the locals because if their voice gets out and let everybody know what's going on, then they can even turn the immigrants against you for this particular situation. See what I'm saying? They can turn the immigrants against you for this particular war. So, so they bring the immigrants in as another suspicion, so that you can hate them. Like, oh, now they taking all our jobs, blah 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 blah. Synchronized chaos. They move you out the way, the locals, the indigenous inhabitants of the land, and brought them in. All this is planned. Isolation, synchronized chaos. Synchronized chaos is the most ingenious part of the plan, because basically they run the military operations all across the land to create synchronized chaos to break down America, the American society, whether it's through the media psyops, the gender wars, whatever it takes to destabilize the country. You see what I'm saying? And they've been doing this for years, at least the last 10 years, I know, since 2014. They've been destabilized the country. Leave the world behind, basically letting you know, do not buy in to what's going on right now. Do not buy into it. Instead, prepare, prepare. Move around. Go where your spirit tell you to go. Do not move into urban environments, the heart of urban environments, because they're gonna be hard to get out of. Move out into more isolated areas. You see what I'm saying? More isolated areas that's harder to get to. The more rural areas. Move back into the country areas. you know, because you get stuck in these cities, guess what? They're gonna fuck up these interstates. They're gonna clog these interstates up. You see what I'm saying? Like they showed you with these fucking Tesla cars and all the other cars they got now. Yeah, electric cars. I told y'all them electric cars weren't gonna be worth shit anyway, because once the planet get hotter, it would have made more sense as the planet is getting hot that you use solar tech instead of electric tech. But they chose to use electric tech. So it's another weapon. They showed this in the movie. They showed this in the movie. AI driven cars. AI is driving the cars for you so they can be hacked. If it's AI controlled, it can be hacked. See what I'm saying? So basically, they just let this movie is to let you know. They usually give you a warning 2-3 years in advance of what they gonna do before they do it. Feel me? Before they do it. So do know. Pay attention to everything Mahershala Ali says in the movie. Everybody else's dialogue is okay, but mainly Mahershala Ali's dialogue is the most important, because he basically telling you about the cabal. He telling you about the program and what's really going on. And he telling you all of this. You see what I'm saying? He putting you up on game. Combined with the omens, the signs, the symbols, everything else. They show you the off and on button. Basically, they about to cut this shit off or cut this shit on, letting you know that they can sabotage this shit whenever. So understand, this was Operation Leave the World Behind. Understand what you dealing with. All right, I'm the Chi God, and I'm out. Peace and